Hello, David here. Coming Cool Outdoors. Welcome everybody. Thanks for watching. Hey, I've got up to 52 viewers now, 52 subscribers. So thank you very much for those of you subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, that like button. And as soon I'm going to plan a live presentation when I'm going to shoot my bow for the first time. I've been working on this Longbow, 72-inch red oak longbow made from a board, and I'm to the tillering stages. In the last part of the tillering stages, I've already I've already braced it, and I already made my long string into a regular size string, 3 inches shorter than the knock. The knock is 7 inches. So I went ahead and made the loop the length of 67 inches, and then I already put a serving on it, and even tied a knock on it. So when I get it, so that what I'm doing right now again is when I brace it, my upper limb, this limb here, is not quite bending. This outer part right here is not quite bending as much as the outer part on my lower limb. And I've been using various methods of sighting, feel, even using a ruler, even centimeters and millimeters, and marking it. But I just recently was watching a video of Clay Hayes, is a bowyer. He's also the, I believe, season 9 winner of Alone, and he was able to kill a deer with a self bow that he made. And so I was watching him in one of his recent videos. He was roughing out a stave. A stave is just a real piece of wood from that he's harvested from the forest to make a bow. And when he got down to the roughing out stage and to about the tillering stage that my bow is here, he's using fast motion on his progress. He used something I'd never seen before. A bowyer used. He used some calipers, and so I went and just got some calipers today. What I've measured. I have my neighbors are using some kind of a heavy earth equipment to do some construction work that comes on and off. Anyway, so I measured. I've got it marked. This is the upper limb. This is the lower limb, and so it's like this mid and outer third that is not bending as much. This is the lower limb, and so I've got it marked off in thirds, and this is about the border of the mid of the. This is about the border of the mid and outer limb here, and so I'm just getting used to how this calipers work here. But I measured this part here, and all across the way, and it's right at seven millimeters, and I snugged it up there, and so I can tighten it so it won't move. So it's about 7 on both sides, a little bit tighter on this side. And so, but when I put it to the same place on this upper limb, look, it doesn't even go on there. So I had it measured and thought had it marked down, but it starts to go on here, but then it's on this left side, and I've got a pencil here. It's on this left side from right here all the way over here that's not quite as narrow. And again, okay, you can mark it where it's not there, and I'm marking it with my pencil so that I can tell where I need to work on. And I want to also, I've got that border, the mid there. I want to also measure at the middle of this outer third. So I want to measure that also, and then compare it to the other side. And then I'm going to start scraping here in a second. On Clay Hayes' video, he talked very little, and a lot of his video was just him working. It was kind of fascinating just watching him taking away wood. Okay, that side's a little bit not quite as narrow as this side. So I want to measure this other side instead. Get it. And tighten it down, and so it's going to be right just a little bit over 5 millimeters. So let's compare that to the mid over here. So it's just this outer part that's really curling on my lower, and on my upper it's not it's not curling at all. So that's not curling there. That's not the side there. Let's see about the other side. Well, it's actually narrow enough over here, so it's just this little section right here actually. Let me see what I got. It's a little bit tight there. So I'm going to start there and just kind of knock out these little sections here. Let me take one more measurement. Well, let me go ahead and knock that out. And I've got my draw horse here, my shave horse. And I'm going to use this is my draw knife here. I've got two draw knives, like I said before. One is a little bit shorter, this one's longer. This one's a lot sharper, but I had to end up taking the handles off because they were just rotten. I'm going to make some new handles, but right now I'm just holding on to the elbows and the part here. But this is extremely sharp. If I just graze it, it will cut me. So I'm going to use that and take off a little more aggressive. It's a little more aggressive than my card here, my card scraper here. Might use that in a little bit. I'm going to use this right first. Take off, so I can take off a little more quickly. And then you see I can take off the parts that I colored, that I drew on, that I marked on. this a little bit. This shape horse that I have, it's like a giant vise. I'm pressing on this foot pedal, and it locks this down on this surface here. And we got a block under here that I can raise or lower. Made this designed from Mick Grucock, a British guy. He's got a video how to make a shape horse. If you want to make yours. I made it just from found materials I had around the house. Didn't cost me anything. Alright, let's check it again. First I'm just going to check it visually. And by feel. A little rough spot there. Okay, last part I measured was what, this outside part here. It's still not even close. Or is it this part? Maybe it's this part. This is my upper. Is that the right measurement? On the middle of my, yeah, that's it. On the middle of my upper there. The outer third. So it does measure there. Alright, so let's, this is the upper. I'm measuring against the lower. So I'm going to take this and measure this third border again. This is my outer third border. And it is about 7 millimeters. The other was like 5 millimeters. This is like 7 millimeters. So tighten that down. Check it again. Check the other side. Okay. Let's see if I did anything. Did anything on this upper. Okay. This is the border here. This other side was a little bit narrower already. Hey, yeah. Took that down. Took that down. Okay. So, I'm going to check this mid. Check this mid on the upper. On the lower, I mean. The mid on the lower. Let's see, I check this. Okay, that's what I checked. Okay, this is the border of the mid. This is the mid. I call it mid-mid. This is the mid of the. This is the middle section. This is the mid of the middle. Let me check that. See what it says. Let's see, compare that to my other one. So I did blend it up a little bit. I've got a mark on the edges. this one is right at about 8.5 millimeters. 8.5 millimeters. And it's about the same on the other side. Let's see what we got on the mid of the other side of the upper limb. So I got them marked in 2 places so I can tell apart for right now. Okay, so this is the border. This is the mid. So this is the mid here. So that, yeah, it won't even fit on there. There. And there. Section here. So I'm gonna scrape that a bit. See, my neighbor, he's like has some earth moving tool, a tractor, bulldozer, or front blade earth moving pusher. Not sure what to call it. Alright, so take this off. Okay, let's see what we got now. The mid. Still. It goes easy that way. Must be wedged. Just a tiny bit in the middle, a little tight. So I'll fix that. Check it again against the upper, in case my caliper came loose a little bit. mid. It's going. Okay. Now, that's the outer mid. This is the division between the mid. Division through this mid division through the mid is here to here. This is the inner. This is the outer. So I'm going to check the. This is the. Oh hey kitty, neighbor cat. I don't know if you saw it. Comes over here and hunts mice. He's a hunter. Alright, so that is the division between the mid and the inner. And it is right at 1 centimeter. Right at 1 centimeter on both sides. So let's see what this one is. Not quite. Not quite. So we'll mark that. That was not even close. I'm making a video. My wife come out and check on me. I'm supposed to make a barbecue tonight. Alright, so I'm going to take off some of the foot up to there. Alright, I'm going to move this block up. Alright, let's check that. Still not quite. that. This thing works pretty good. Right place, yeah. So now, I took the heavy work out with the draw knife. Now I'm going to kind of smooth it out with my hard scraper. There's nothing on this left side here. Divot there. Gash. Out pretty good. Sorry for all the noise interruptions. My neighbor's been working on that off and on, and he picked a cool time of the day, like just like me, to work on that. So there we go. I got using my new caliper. I got a metal one. It's guaranteed for life instead of a cheaper plastic one. It's just a regular one, not a digital, just regular. About $10. I use my card scraper, and today I used this longer draw knife because it's sharper. And I'll get up and show you the bow a little close up. So I'm still roughing out the handle. You see it's narrower this way and wider this way until I figure out how to want it. But I got it smoothed out a little bit, so when I start shooting it's not so blocky. So then it should fade going this way. Got my nocks, my points, the ends rounded off kind of like I want them. Here's my knock. This is the belly, this is the back, and that was the lower I just showed you. Usually this is the lower that I just showed you. Usually I show the other side, and then this is my upper. See, I got a little something going on there I'll have to fix, but all the measurements seem to calibrate and kind of blend it in between, so hopefully when I get it finished tillering, I'm going to sand it. We use the card scraper to get it smooth, and all these got a few little nicks in here and there. And then I'll sand it, start with 250 and go all the way up to like 700, 800, 900. And then I'm going to finish it with linseed oil and then beeswax. But the next video I think I'm going to show you, the next video I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a full brace, and with my new string that I've got the loop tied to the right length of 68 inches for a 70-inch nocks, 72-inch bow. I've served the middle part and even tied a knocking point onto it. So I'm going to Next time I'm going to brace it, and then do a full draw with the arrow. I'm not going to shoot it. But then in the future, when I feel like both of my upper and lower limbs are both balanced good enough, I'm going to shoot it for the first time, and I have a special target I'm going to try to shoot, and hopefully I'll go live if I want to do that, and I'm going to set a time in advance so that you'll be notified when it's going to happen. I'll probably do it like in the evening, like about 7 o'clock Eastern time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, maybe sometime next week. So with that, I'm going to quit here. I don't know how long this has gone, but I really appreciate you watching and liking and subscribing. Share this with your friends or family or friends, and may the Lord bless you. Que o Senhor bendice. Until next time, it's David here from Outdoors.